but specifically, I just sneeze.
Hello beautiful HAKKA family!
Welcome back to another video.
We are an Indian-Chinese couple.
And here are 5 cultural differences.
And how do we cope with them? And please make sure you leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss our next video.
And guys, all your support will definitely help us grow our channel as well as stay motivated to upload more videos. Fuck. For our next video, we want to do a Q&A with you guys. So make sure you guys leave down your questions and we'll try and answer them next week.
Yep. Any questions that you guys are interested to know, find out, this is your chance to put it down, let us know, and we'll answer it for our next video. The first cultural difference that we find is everybody's favorite food. Raw green chili. That's definitely one of it. After a week, we started dating. So I saw him put a green chili on the plate and just start to munch it like a salad.
And of course, I like eating it with my food. So,
yeah.
you know, if I don't find the food spicy, I guess it's just a habit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, if you guys know, we usually like eating onions or pickle or achar, how you call it in Hindi. We like eating green chilies with our food too. You know, just take a bite with your chapati and bhaji and green chili.
Yeah. But initially, when I start to try a lot of Indian food, I find everything spicy. Literally everything. It's like so spicy for me. And I guess that was something that I slowly adapt into it as I start to eat more and more.
Don't worry, your body gets used to it.
And the worst part is when I have too spicy food, I'll have a lot of pimples. You know, you know that. He often say like, oh, somebody's gonna get pimples the next day when we have a really spicy Indian food. So what about Chinese food? Any comment on that?
A lot of rice.
We have rice for every meal. Rice
except breakfast.
Except breakfast. No, we have on breakfast we eat ongji, which is made of rice too. So rice, it's in our blood and our soul. So
I kind of found it a little awkward initially because I wouldn't eat rice as much. So, you know, when we started having food with her,
started complaining. He's like, why is the rice? Why is the rice for every single meal? You have to eat rice. I don't want to have rice again.
So yeah, we just kept eating rice. And they eat a lot of meat too. Yeah, I guess the texture of the food is different compared to our food.
In Chinese food, we do a lot of stir fry. We don't really do a gravy. It's something that he was not used to initially because he likes food with a lot of gravy, which is something that I have to adapt myself into as well.
And the only way we basically had to actually get used to it is we actually started doing this where if we're ordering takeout one day, maybe one week we'd order some Chinese food, next week we'd order some Indian food.
That's what relationship is about.
You gotta compromise somewhere.
You gotta compromise.
Certain dishes I really enjoy. Living together after 2 years, we've kind of gotten used to each other's habits, right? And she knows how to make masala chai.
Yes, I did. That was one thing that actually his dad caught me very first time when we first started dating.
How do you like masala tea?
I love it. It's so soothing.
Guys, that's basically how we cope up with food. We compromise, we care about each other.
We try different things.
2. Religion. Indians have a lot of gods that we worship, like gods and goddesses. We have a god of money, we have a god of spirituality, we have a god of destruction. I think the only god you guys believe in is money god.
So most Chinese are non-believers, yes. We do have temples to grant our wishes for different occasions.
I guess if there are times that if we have to go to a church or, you know, a temple, she's pretty open-minded. She will actually dress up for the occasion. She will be very supportful. She'll ask me questions. So that's actually one thing that I really love about you, that you basically are ready to try culture.
That's why I have him. We have very few religions. If you go to each temple, they will have similar god or goddesses.
Again, it's all about compromising, like,
and understanding, respecting each other's culture.
We people are actually quite spiritual.
We believe in work our way out. When we first started talking, he kept mentioning to me that I feel your energy, I feel that you're really spiritual. And I was a little bit confused at that time because that was actually the first few times that I heard somebody commented on that.
I guess the way you should actually cope with something like this, you gotta be mature enough to understand that we are in love with each other. We need to kind of figure out each other's cultures as well. She would consider going to a temple with me. She would consider celebrating Diwali. She would consider celebrating any Indian occasion. Same thing with me. I celebrate Chinese New Year's with her.
And I took him to a Chinese temple when we went to China and grant our wishes there.
And I've taken her to many other temples as well. So we've actually explored both cultures to see the similarities and figure out. So I guess it's all about having an open mind in the end.
Culture difference number 3. Our relationship is based on respect. We believe in work our way out. 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 We believe behavior.
I think with Indians we're kind of individual.
Mhm.
We like to do stuff by ourselves rather than involving everybody. What about Chinese?
Chinese is the opposite. So we believe in doing things together. We value unity. For me, personally, I like to do a lot of things together with him, with my friends. I love to involve him in pretty much every single small decisions, which he gets annoyed. A lot of times he's like, you don't need to ask me that. You can just decide by yourself.
I like to do things by myself from time to time. I love to do things with her as well. We try to communicate with each other quite often about these issues.
Yep.
Sometimes it can be an issue, sometimes we end up in an argument, but hug each other and we're done. So if you guys face similar issues and you guys have any suggestions on how we could deal with it, make sure you leave it down in the comments. Let us know as well. We'd like to know your opinion. Cultural difference number 4. Drinking. I think a cultural thing about us is we kind of find it weird drinking in front of elders.
Mhm. Chinese families for future son-in-law. Basically, there's a saying, if you can handle the alcohol, you can take care of the daughter of the family. Lucky Zach, he got to experience that when we went to China. Share the story, please.
Again, I was quite weirded out when I was asked to drink with the family because I wasn't used to it.
Mhm.
Her dad offered me some Chinese white wine. We got a little tipsy and we clicked pictures together, which was kind of shocking because
Yeah, my dad was kind of like on the shy side.
yeah.
And plus, they don't know how to speak English, right? So it was kind of like an awkward moment. After they all got a bit tipsy, they start to smile a lot and take pictures and selfies, and they start to be like buddies like this. Which I was really happy to see that bonding moment.
Another cultural difference was
Mhm.
number 5
Mhm.
would be language.
Language is something that's inevitable because my families don't know how to speak English, right? So it's hard to maintain a conversation, to understand what he's thinking, what my parents are thinking. So
And
how do you feel about that?
With my experiences, even if you use softwares to translate, sometimes what you mean
Yeah.
or sometimes what you say could be completely different.
Mhm.
And it's happened from time to time where I meant to say something but it meant something different. She was there luckily to kind of translate and
Mhm.
help us out.
Yeah.
I've lived with her grandparents
Mhm.
and I think over time I got so used to it that basically I know what is happening and I would assume that this is what they're talking about, and most of the times I would be right.
Yeah. Most of them he has an idea of what they're talking like.
My parents have met her as well.
Yeah.
My parents can speak English, so communication is not an issue.
Yeah.
When I started staying with them a little longer, I think you build that connection with the family,
Mhm.
and that
You
connection
understand their
you start understanding their body language. Guys, it all boils down to 3 things when you're dating somebody from a different culture.
First thing is,
Being open-minded,
second,
respectful,
and third,
mature.
don't just share your own culture to the other, also allow the other to have the opportunity to share their cultures to you. I think that's also something that really helped our relationship gets better.
I think the best thing that kind of helped me get to know you better
Yeah.
was me visiting China. Alright guys, so that's 5 cultural differences and how we deal with them personally. If you guys have any suggestions, something that we could work on, if you want to share your experience, please leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear stories, and it's amazing.
It's
And-
amazing to see that there's people like us enjoy the interracial relationships and really want to get to know some of our stories. It's amazing to create that sort of experiences for all of you out there.
So we hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you. Please don't forget to subscribe.